Hi YouTube, I am Shweta. Welcome back to my channel. So I'm back again with a very important topic for you guys. I thought that this is something that a huge chunk of people would want to hear. And I think that this is something that I also felt the need to create, because a lot of times I'm able to pick up energies very easily of people who are going through something or what their current energies are. But I rarely am able to tap into, or I feel like I should focus more on what you can do about it. What is it that you need to focus on? What are the actions that you can take? And why you need to do it, right? What will be the result of it? What is at the other side that will make you feel like taking this action? So I think this is going to be that kind of a reading, very, very general, very, very short, not too long than the usual videos that I make, but still very, very important. So just because it is something that is a collective energy, or, not something that is very, exciting and tadakta badakta, that doesn't mean that this is not important. So I want you guys to watch it. I'm sure that it is not going to reach a big audience, and I don't even want it to reach a big audience. I think this is for those people who will know that this is their video, right? So this is going to be that kind of a reading where we're going to see what you need to do to level up, okay? And leveling up here for each and every individual is different. For some people, leveling up could definitely be expanding their wealth. For some people, it could be being able to find emotional freedom. For some people, it could be being able to take a decision that they've never taken before. It could be anything. But the idea is what you need to do, okay? And how you can do it. And what is at the other side. That is what I want to kind of focus more on. And I was wanting to do this video for a very long time. But yeah, never late than never. Better late than never. So let's go ahead. Yeah, definitely if you feel like, subscribing to my channel, please do so. Please press the bell icon to never miss any of my videos. Hype this video as many times as you can, so that other people can, watch this video as well. Like, save, share, comment, whatever you feel like watching next. And if this video resonated, if this made sense, if you want to claim anything, you can do so. And definitely if you want to book a session with me, you can always do so, right? So when I was pulling your cards out, right, I felt that there was one particular thing that was a constant theme in all your cards, which is this energy of duality. You are at a crossroad, or you are at a juncture in your life where there is a dual energy within you, or a dual personality, where there is a side of you, or there's an energy of an old identity versus a new identity, an energy of who you have been in the past, or who you have been in general, versus who you want to be. And that dichotomy keeps you up at night. And it scares you a little bit, because you know somewhere that there's a shift that you need to embrace, that there's a change that you need to have, that there is some kind of a push and pull energy that you need to break, okay, of your old self and your self that or your higher self, okay, or the self that you aspire to become. And there is a hunger. The energy of hunger is there for sure. So it's not like you're not aware about this. Subconsciously, consciously, whatever, that there is something that you need to shift within yourself. Now, this could, again, be anything about your career. It could be about your personal life. It could be about your physical health. It could be about your ambition. It could very well be about friendships, okay? And you know that there is something that you need to sacrifice in order to reach that kind of a energy of a new identity. But you're very scared. You're very scared of 2-3 things. Firstly, the first worry that you have is of self-doubt, whether I can even do it, whether it is something that I am capable enough to, this is what you're thinking, am I capable enough to shift from my old identity to my new identity? The ability to, the idea of whether this is something that I am meant to do, whether I am capable enough to leave things that are familiar to me, the familiar comforts. And that's such a scary thing for you, to leave that familiar energy, to be able to leave something. Now, again, your old self, your old pattern is not something that is negative. It's not negative. It's not something that is a shadow energy at all. It's something very healthy for you. But you realize that the potential that you have to do more. You have to achieve more. And that is why it is scaring you. The scary energy is not because, there is an energy of a blockage or anything. There are no blockages as such. I don't see any blockage. What I see is the potentiality or the energy of leaving something very comfortable and being again opening up yourself to vulnerability. That is something that you are kind of afraid of. Kya sab kuch theek to chal raha hai, to chalne do. Why do I need to break free from this kind of a energy of comfort? Why do I need to, the idea of mediatorship, the idea of neutrality? You're neutral right now. But what your higher self wants is expansion. A neutral to expansion, that jump you are afraid of. So it's not like you are at a negative position. No, you have healed yourself. Temperance is coming. Your current energies are like a temperance. You have healed yourself. You worked hard on yourself. But are you ready to take greater responsibility? Are you ready to take greater jump? Are you ready to take a greater leap of faith? And that scares you, that worries you, because that is something that, see, why it is difficult is because when you're at a low, right, there is nothing, उसके नीचे आप जा ही नहीं सकते हो. When you're at your lows, when you're going through a very, very, depressive episode, and I'm not talking medically, you know that there's only going to, like, the only way you can come up, like, you're already down, so the only place that you can go is up. So you know that this is the only chara, yehi only solution hai. But when you're at a place where it is neutral, you're like, look, I have been down below. I have been down before. I have been at a position where I couldn't even breathe. I couldn't even sleep. I couldn't even eat my food properly. So why do I want to take that gamble? So for you wanting to jump from that neutral position to an expansive position is a gamble, because you're afraid कि अगर मैं ये comfortable position से चली गई या चली गया, I can either fall or I can jump up. And that, like, imagine, like, I'm getting a vision of, have you played those games where it's a game like Mario or something, where he's at a juncture and he has to climb up another ladder. So he either can climb up a ladder or he can fall down and he'll have to restart again. That's you. So you're at a middle juncture, neutral, like you're on a neutral energy. Either you jump up and come into expansive energy, which you want to do, which you're hungry for, which you're striving for. But there's a sense or a feeling where you are like, what if I fall down, and what if I have to restart again? And that journey is very scary for you. You have been through that and you're not wanting to put yourself through that. So the idea of whether this is something that you even want to do is a very strong energy. Like, the current energies are telling me that you're in that negotiating energy. Is this fair to me? Is it not fair to me? Is this something that I even need? Why can't I be moderate? Why do I have to, like, this is who you are, like, क्यों ज़रूरत है? What is the ज़रूरत? What is the need? Like, that is what you're thinking. But a part of you is thinking that I know that this is not something that I am wanting to do. Like, I can see that energy, like the hunger energy, or the idea of, like, there is an energy where you are having dual energies, dual nature ka gada hai, twins energy. Some of you could be Gemini also, some of you could be Sagittarius also. So what I'm getting is that this is, okay, also one more thing, this is a way of you to self-protect yourself. Obviously, like, this is you protecting yourself. And listen, this is not something that is abnormal. Everybody wants to do that. If you are a place where everything is comfortable, you would not want to leave it. Like, that is how humans function. So don't give yourself too much of, hate, or don't hate yourself too much ki yaar, why do I not want to take that risk? It's okay. If you're not wanting to take a risk, it's maybe the smarter decision. It's better to be, it's better to be cautious than to be foolish and naive. And I think that cautious energy is good, but now it's too long of a time. बहुत टाइम तक आप cautious रह ले हो, बहुत टाइम तक आपने moderate energy, neutral energy, very, very diplomatic energy में रह चुके हो आप. And somewhere you want to take that gamble. I'm getting an energy of extreme gamble that you need to take. Now that gamble, again, can turn out to be good, turn out to be bad. You're watching this video with me right now to ensure that gamble turns out to be good to you. So if you wouldn't have been able to get a third person perspective, not my perspective, but anybody else's perspective, it could have been a possibility that gamble could have been failing. So I'm not giving you a short energy कि भाई आप gamble लो और 100% ऊपर चढ़ोगे. वो gamble आपको दिमाग से carefully sort out करके ही लेना पड़ेगा. So again, like, I'm not saying that you are at a wrong position or you are thinking at a, your reason to be afraid is wrong. It's good. But I can see that drive within you. I see that drive within you, and that's why you care enough to do something about it. Like, a lot of people come to me and they're like, ma'am, I feel like I want to improve myself, but I don't know how. And I tell them that, listen, this is improvement. You care enough to improve. That is an improvement. Some people don't care enough, my love. Some people don't care enough to even work twice. They don't even care to visit their own inner self. So you feeling the need to improve is a big deal, because you acknowledge the idea that you've not improved yet. That acknowledgement is very important, guys, because that's the first step. The first step towards healing yourself is not jumping to healing energy. It's to realize that there is something that is a void that I need to fill. And I'm open enough to know that there's a void. Some people, what they do is, nahi, void to hai nahi. I'm complete. I'm perfect. I'm the most healed person in the world. The smartest individual is an individual who knows that he knows nothing. And you are that. You know that you don't know everything about yourself, and you're willing to work on it. You know that there are certain things that you want to possess. There's a hunger within you. There's a drive. There's an enthusiasm. There's something. There's some kind of कीड़ा. आपके अंदर कुछ कीड़ा है भाई. And you recognize it, and you know that this is not it for you. That is a very good thing. So that is a demarcation of improvement. Never ever tell yourself otherwise. Okay. Now, when I look at your energies, I also feel like there are places where You're afraid to go deeper within yourself. Some people here are afraid of meditating. I'm sure some of you are afraid of sitting with yourself, sitting with your thoughts, because you know that whatever you think too much, it'll expand and it'll deepen itself. And this has happened before. That's why you don't even focus too much on self-doubts also. You're not a person who completely drives down into negative thinking also. You are a person who believes that if I think too much about certain things, it is going to expand. You are right. It is going to expand. Let me tell you, if you think too much about yourself, or if you overthink about certain things, it will turn into a loop. Okay. If you think too much negatively, it will turn into a loop. If you think too much about self-doubt, it will expand. So you have a potential, or you have the understanding that when you go deep, you go very, very deep. And this has happened in your life. Maybe when you were having those depressive episodes, non-medical energies, you knew that there were certain things that you were going like a rabbit hole into. एकदम rabbit hole में घुस गए थे. But you know what? That's the solution maybe. Why don't you focus on this deep energy to something greater than you? You know that you are able to expand energies. You know that you are able to deepen up things that are not good for you. So the idea is that why don't you ensure that this deepen energy works in a positive way for you? So if you know you are a person who, like say suppose you are in a self-doubt energy and you think about it, it becomes a thing where you start believing in it. Why don't you ensure that this believing energy turns into something that is actually working for you? So the idea of that, maybe I am supposed to be where I am. Maybe I am supposed to be doing better for myself. Maybe I am supposed to be turning tides for myself. Maybe I am supposed to be, maybe I'm supposed to be a person who is breaking generational curses. Maybe I'm supposed to free myself. Why don't you overthink this? Why don't you put that expansive energy in these things? Because, the idea of self-doubt, negative thinking comes easy to us, right? It is easy for us because all throughout our lives, we have this programming in us that we are always going to be one step below. हमसे कोई बड़ा है, हमसे कोई ऊपर है. Maybe it is God, maybe some person that you believe in, whatever. Maybe there's a God man. One person is always one step ahead of you. So we always think that we are going to be beneath. So it becomes very easy and natural for us to think that, okay, this is something that we are not good enough or we are not meant to do. But my idea is, why don't you turn this tide? Why don't you bring that 180 degree? Again, certain things, when you ask me, how do I level up? How do I expand myself? I can give you 50 remedies. I can give you 50 manifestation techniques. It's not about manifestation. It's not about waiting also. There's no waiting energy. It's just expanding the thinking and doing it consistently. And I will talk about how you want to level up in just a minute. It's not about any manifestation technique. It's not about a remedy, guys. Remedy में आपको 500,000 दे दूं. What is it, the psyche behind this is what we are trying to tap in, right? And this is the psyche. The idea of deepening things. You have the power of deepening things. You have the power, you have the understanding of really getting into the deep I'm sure some of you are people who one day will pick up some random topic and just deep dive into it. Randomly, you will think about, okay, I need to think about World War II, what happened in the World War II, and you will deep dive into it. Randomly, you'll think about, okay, there are certain controversies that have happened, conspiracy theories, and you'll just deep dive. You'll just sit and dig up a lot about it. You have the knack. And I want you to focus that knack into something that actually brings up some kind of an expansion within you, that actually produces a sense of synergy within you. Put that energy in that put this expansive energy in that area. Did you get it? And also one more thing is that in order for you to, I'm also getting an energy where currently you are also being that, this is my fate. Like the energy of accepting कि यार यही मेरी life है. Not believing only that I have free will. There are places where you sometimes are okay with how things are going because you have accepted that this is my destiny. This is the worst, perspective to have. And you know what? You could be right. Maybe this is all written. But I want you to understand that if everything is written, one question I want to ask you, why don't you sit at home and do nothing then? Don't do anything. Don't wake up. Wake up please. But don't do anything after that. Sit at home, right? The idea is that the world will only work for you if you actually put that energy or wanting to work on yourself. Yes, everything is written in destiny. But when you are supposed to put that free will, the universe will want to expand that energy. Otherwise, you sit at home and do nothing. Don't do anything. Right? So when you are in that position now where I have accepted fate, it's kind of like accepting defeat. Sorry, but it is true. तो आपको पता है कि आपके अंदर hunger है. आपको पता है that you have the energy of turning tides, of expanding certain things. So you cannot double yourself down and be like, but this is my destiny, so why should I put that effort? ये ऐसा चलता आ रहा है तो शायद ये चलता आएगा. किसने बोला ये? Where have you read this? Where have you learned about this? One thing about life is it keeps on changing. And the another thing about life is it's very long. So you have all the time to change that. You have all the time, you have all the resources, not resources, but you have all the understanding of being able to take that action whenever you want. So this idea of, I accept my fate, ye band karo bhai. Like put a full stop. Tell yourself that no, yes, it is my destiny. You know what you should tell yourself? That yes, it's in my destiny, but I want to reach that destiny. I will co-create my destiny. I will co-create my destiny with the universe. So you and the universe are going in tandem. You know, there's a very beautiful concept of, like if you're interested in Thelema, this is a religion that is created by Aleister Crowley. And there are two concepts that he talks about. One is the idea of true will, and one is the idea of universal will. I'm so sorry, I think butchering up the terminology. But the idea is very simple, and I'm paraphrasing it, that there is a cosmic will and there's a true will. Okay? True will is your will. You want to follow your heart, you want to follow your purpose, you want to follow what you are wanting to achieve. And listen, this is a card of live your purpose. So I already, could sense that energy. So true will is living your purpose. And there's a cosmic will, the purpose of the universe. And in that religion, in Thelema, the concept is that the moment you're able to align your true will to the cosmic will, you are spiritual, or you are quote unquote enlightened. I'm using that term very loosely, but that is what I'm trying to say. Do you understand what I'm saying? So you have to align your own purpose to the cosmic purpose. And the cosmic universe's purpose is life and death. That is the universe's purpose. But what is your purpose? To ensure that then in this process of life and death, you do something worthwhile. You make your mark count. You make your energies count. You make your purpose count. You don't want to be a dharti pe boj. You want to be able to change, at least for yourself. At least for yourself. Khud ke liye jiyo na. I'm not trying to tell you to change the world. I'm not trying to tell you that, okay, you want to eradicate hunger in the world. I'm not trying to tell you to eradicate corruption in the world. But at least live your own purpose. So true will is very personal to you. And that is in a connection. There's a thread. And you can't see that thread. It's an invisible thread that is tied to the cosmic will. So true will and cosmic will are running in tandem. And you, my love, you, my friend, you, the person who's watching, you are automatically going to connect with the cosmic will if you connect with your true will. Do you understand? Would you claim this energy? Say yes. Okay. So that is what I can see right now. Now, what do you need to do? Again, as I told you, nervousness, frustration, common energies. And I think you should feel that. You should feel that. You should feel nervous. You should feel frustrated. You should feel nervous because there's something at stake. There's something that you need to do and you don't know what to do it. You are wanting to expose yourself to the different synergies and it is scary. So I understand. So the energy of scariness, scared energy, the idea of nervousness is a common energy. But there's also an energy of frustration. There's also an energy of hunger. So there are two sides of the story. One, which is that energy of what if something goes wrong? And one, what if I stay here? I will not be happy. Do you get it? Do you understand what I'm trying to say? You are in that dual energy. कि यहाँ पे डर है, but यहाँ पे frustration है. यहाँ पे energy है where I don't know if I'm going to be good enough. I'm so worried. But I know that this is not the place and I'm going to hate myself for not taking that leap of faith. And that is what you are at. That is the juncture you are at. So what you need to do is not manifest. Is not wait. No waiting, no manifesting, no praying to any deity. You can pray. I mean, I'm not saying that you don't have to pray, but you can pray. But what you need to do is to ask yourself very one simple question. What do I want to do? Or who am I if I show up for myself every day, consistently, and in the most grounded way possible? I'm not going to give you any kind of a flowery energy. I'm not going to tell you something that is going to be very profound. I'm just going to tell you that you have to be ruthless when it comes to your ambition, your leveling up energy. Ruthless means ruthless. Okay, that's all you need to do. That's all that, the only thing that you need to do to level up is to be ruthless, is to have that sense of ruthless energy, to be to be able to have a conviction, to be able to feel that conviction that am I support, like not even like, do I have the conviction? Do I have the realization that if I don't level up, I might be stuck forever? Do I have that realization? That is the question that you need to ask yourself. So the idea is to show up consistently, to show up fully, okay, every day, showing up consistently. And when I say showing up consistently, what do I mean by that? To be able to first, be completely selfish. Means cutting out old ties, cutting out people who are toxic to you, literal cutting out, cutting out bad habits, cutting out self-doubt, and very importantly, cutting out this energy of feeling like I want to save the world, or I want to be a mediator, and I want to be goody two shoes. You have to be okay with hurting people. You have to be okay with, I've got a King of Pentacles energy. And King of Pentacles energies are somewhere the wealthiest people. But why they're wealthy? They are wealthy because they bet on themselves. They are wealthy because they are not listening to other people. They are wealthy because they don't want to show up for everybody. Like when I look at the Temperance energy and I look at that mediator energy, I'm getting an energy where you want to be able to be everywhere for everybody. You want to be able to pull all strings from every corner of the world. I want to be for my friend. I want to be for my family. I want to be for my partner. I want to be for my pet. I want to be there for my, third person, fourth person, fifth person. I want to be there for everybody. Don't do that. Don't do that. For one day, focus on ruthless energy. And yes, you will be termed selfish. You will be termed as a person who is mean or rude. And it's not again, I'm not saying that you have to be like that kind of a person, but taking out that spare time to be able to build that kind of a tenacity towards yourself, to be able to build that, to be able to find that purpose is very important. आप कैसे अपना purpose figure out करोगे जब आप दूसरों के purpose में इतना घुसे हुए हो? How will you ever be able to figure your purpose out when you are so neck deep into figuring out other people's purposes? You tell me, and I've got the purpose card. So one thing that you need to ask yourself is, what would my most grounded, most successful, most matured version look like in the future? How would he look like, or how would she look like? And then you have to have certain things in mind. Okay, I have to cut down on people, as I told you. You have to cut down on bad habits. You have to also cut down on second guessing yourself, self-doubts. You have to also cut down on the idea of, okay, shit, I need to make progress. Overnight, you will not figure out your purpose. Overnight, you will not figure out fast-paced energy. But yet still being able to show up. You are so loyal to other people. You are so available for other people. But you're rarely available for yourself. You rarely show up for yourself. You rarely ever are able to execute that patience for yourself. With yourself, you're very impatient. With your growth, you're very impatient. With your understanding, you're like, okay, it has to be fast. But other people, it's okay. It's okay. You can come back to me anytime. We can slow things down. तो दूसरों के साथ तो आप बिल्कुल 1000 chances देते हो. Your partner or the person that you're in no contact with, or the person that you have a breakup with, it's okay. I'll give him another chance. I'll give her another chance. I'll give her another chance. For you don't give yourself any chances. One failure and you're like gone, dusted. So if you would give yourself the same amount of chances that you give the other person too, I think the life would have been very different. So the idea is that you have to be an assassin. You know what an assassin is? An assassin is a person who's able to exactly know what he wants, and he does anything to achieve it. And again, I've got the 7 of Swords energy here. And the 7 of Swords energy is not that kind of a cheating energy that you have to cheat other people. No, it's the idea that I'm not going to tell people, I'm not going to share people what I'm made up of. I will be like, this is the end result that I can see for you. The end result is that I'm able to show up for myself, and people will be able to feel shocked. People will be able to feel inspired. This is an energy of a magician, and he's doing a magical trick. So a magician never reveals his trick beforehand. He achieves that energy, and then people are like shocked. Oh my God, this is who you are. So I think that is what you want also. You want to level up so hard that people are shocked, and people will be shocked. People will be surprised. People will be like, oh my God, where did this person come from? Because all throughout your life, you've tried to help other people, which is good. Again, I'm not trying to deny that at all. I think helping people is one of the best things that you can do for yourself. Second best thing you can do for yourself. I think showing empathy for other people is the second best thing that you can do for yourself. The first best thing is that to show empathy towards yourself. That's very important. Leveling up comes with being able to master yourself, mastering your understanding of yourself, mastering your craft, mastering who you are. I've got a King of Pentacles. He's a master of everything. He is the karta dharta of the grounded energies that you're wanting in life. And if you want that power in society, if you want that power in life, if you want that kind of a pressure, like that kind of a control, literal control, you have to know yourself the best. आपको ये समझना पड़ेगा that the more available you are for other people, the more time is cutting out from your own self. I want you guys to understand the best way you can heal the world, the best way you can fix other people is when you fix yourself. The best, and it's one of those simple things, it's like so cliche कि खुद को help like दूसरों को help करो, दूसरों को help करने से पहले खुद को help करो. It's such a cliche, but it's true. God helps those who help themselves. That is the reason why they are called cliches is because they're true, because they work. because they are practical, because this is practical knowledge that has worked through over and over centuries. And you need to be able to act on it. King of Pentacles is an action energy. The energy of action is very strong here. The energy of action. I'll tell you where the action energy is also coming for me. Taking action. Can you see? Taking action. So the cards are speaking through itself. I don't even have to tell you anything. I can show you the spread and then you'll be able to figure it out. Again, like the reason why I'm giving you so much of importance, like why I'm pushing this energy so much, is because I know that you're going to be so excited once you achieve that. Why you want to achieve this? Because you'll be able to find that synergy, that energy, that wholesome energy. Right now you're trying to find something, kuch hai, kuch missing hai, something is missing for me. And you will be able to engineer your life. The idea of engineering your own talent and to be able to actually feel a sense of practical result, King of Pentacles, practical result. You'll see the result in front of you. Practically, you can hold that result in. You can hold that energy in. So what is at the end of the tunnel is something way more lighter than where you are right now. So remember I told you that Mario reference कि आप एक जंचर पे हो, आपको जंप करना है. आपने वो जंप करा ना, गोल्ड कॉइन दिखेगा आपको. The gold coin of energy, the gold coin of pentacle energy, right? The gold coin of a beautiful golden healer. I'm not even kidding. I swear to God, I didn't even read the card. I just said gold, golden heart quartz. I don't even have to say anything. Okay. Yeah, doors will open for you, man. The doors will open to you. You will not rely on anybody. You will not even rely on yourself, bro. Things will automatically come to you that you are able to find that conviction immediately. You're able to find practical results. You're able to genuinely find that kind of a manifested reality that you dreamt of. This is the reason why you should be doing this. Because when you level up, there are insane amount of opportunities that you never even thought that you could get. You would have never imagined you could get. Haven't you heard so many stories of so many people that, I didn't know that this was something that was in store for me until I made that move, until I made that step, until I showed up for myself. Mujhe pata bhi nahi tha. Like, some people literally didn't even know that there's something of this sort that can come their way. That awareness only was not there, let alone that aspiration. So that is what is happening to you. You're able to actually find that energy to be able to fix common dilemmas that you're going through and finding resolutions in your life. So all the problems that you might be dealing with, uski resolution isme hai. Aapko lag raha hai ki this is my fate. You were thinking that this is my life, this is my destiny, this is who I'm supposed to be, this is what XYZ. No. This is what you think. This is your dilemma. This is your delusion. And there is a resolution in your delusion. Right? It rhymes. So the idea of being able to find mechanical solutions for your energies, for you to be able to find practical results, practical repercussions, to be able to witness the growth, to be able to witness the opening of doors, to be able to witness the synergy, to be able to witness the excitement, you will feel like, okay, initially in the current energies, I'm happy and like I'm satisfied. But after that energy, you can be genuinely excited. You can genuinely look forward to things. So एक time पे आप normal or neutral हो, everything is okay, everything is fine, everything is comfortable. But looking out for life, being able to find that excitement every day, you wake up with a pep in the step that okay, आज मजा आएगा, वो चीज आपको मिल रही है. So just because you are finding a sense of complacency, that doesn't mean that is your success route. That doesn't mean that this is your destiny. So you need to see what is at stake, what else is in store for you. जब तक मैं आपको ये चीज नहीं दिखाऊंगी ना, तब तक आपको फर्क ही नहीं पड़ेगा. जब तक मैं आपको एक, I don't show you the peep in the door, you'll not be able to open that door only. You'll not be able to push yourself through that door only. You'll be happy standing behind the door. You'll be happy standing where you are. You have to take that initiation. You have to take that movement forward. And that's why that Seven of Swords is coming in. Because you will be able to reveal yourself. You'll be able to reveal your true personality. The idea of revelation is coming in. The idea of being able to actually show the world who you are. You're just not a person. You're just not a catalyst in other people's lives, yeah. You're just not a person who's supposed to, you're not only a bridge maker, right? With the temperance energy, you're not only going to bridge certain things. You are going to be that initiator. You are going to be that container of things. You're going to be the person who is able to execute certain things, the engineer of sorts. Do you get it? I think some of your engineers also. I don't know why I'm getting the engineer energy. You'll be able to take action. And remember, when you reach this moment, this energy, jo aapki hai, that moment will also not be enough for you. That will be the moment where this will be again that, that step that you need to do. And again, you want to jump ahead. And that is a loop. This is a loop that you're having. And that's how you are able to level yourself up. There is no space of complacency, by the way. जब आप ये वाला position पे reach कर जाओगे, the idea of opening up doors and that, the energy of excitement, like synergy, etc., you'll reach it and you'll realize that again, I'm finding that complacency here. And then again, that game will happen where you're like, okay, I want to take a leap of faith. And that's how you grow. That's how you become a profound version of yourself. That's how you are able to build character. That is how you're able to find that serpent power. That is how you're able to awaken your spiritual energies. It's about finding that loop, that kind of a loop energy. That you start from the base, you come up, and you reach a position of expansion. The ultimate expansion. And the ultimate expansion will come to you when you start from now, when you start after watching this video, right? So yeah, that is what it is, guys. I hope this made sense. I hope that this was something that pushed you, motivated you. I think this was a lot for me as well. मुझे भी ये थोड़ा समझने की कोशिश करनी पड़ेगी. I also want to be able to take up the reading that I'm giving to others because what's the point otherwise? So yes, I'm definitely going to apply it in my life. I'm definitely going to think about this reading. And I really, really hope that this made sense for you, that this connected with you. Definitely do support me. This was really intuitive again. This came from my heart, really genuine, like pure heart. It came out. And I want you guys to really receive it in that manner. So let me know if this resonated. Let me know if this helped you. Let me know if this is something that, gave you some kind of a boost. Let me know how you're going to apply this video in your life. And, like, save, share, comment, and definitely subscribe to my channel and support me. Hype this video as many times as you can and press the bell icon. And if you want to book a session with me, you can always do so. I have all the information in the description box below. And yes, I will see you soon. Thank you so much. Bye.